Okay, so Owen, if you wouldn't mind turning off your system audio, I'm going to narrate this like the last battle, and I'd prefer you don't listen in because you could listen for tips or hints of what I'm going to do. All right, looking at my opponent's team, Owen is bringing a Feraligatr, so are we. That is the one Pokemon that has some crossover. Every Pokemon on my opponent's team has an item, so that means my opponent probably knows what he's doing to some degree at least. I see a Firewater Grass Core between Feraligatr, Infernape, and Chestnut. And I also see a nice Dark Fairy Psychic Core between Hydreigon, Azelf, and Florges. So this is actually a fairly well-constructed team. I like how it looks. I also like a lot of the Pokemon he has. A couple physical attackers. Infernape probably is a physical attacker. Could be special. Feraligatr definitely physical. Usually bulky Pokemon on his team are probably going to be Florges and Chestnut. Azelf could be, it's a wild card. It could be a lead, it could be a support member, it could be physically based, it could be specially based. One thing we know is it's not defensive, so Azelf is going to be offensive. We'll have to watch out for that Pokemon. Also Hydreigon. One other thing I know is two of the threatening Pokemon on my opponent's team, the Hydreigon and Azelf, both levitate over the Sticky Web, which of course my Galvantula is capable of setting. Once again, my team: Dragonite, Forretress, Galvantula, Typhlosion, Feraligatr, and Roserade. I'm going to set the team order here. Good luck to my opponent, Owen. Thank you so much for the battle, and turn off your volume if you have not already. Owen leads with an Azelf, usually an anti-lead type Pokemon. Could be rocking the taunt. I know that Azelf is faster than me for a fact. I'm going straight into the Bug Buzz. I'm not messing around. Hope Azelf goes for a taunt. Maybe goes for this Protect. Okay, scouting what I want to do. Probably should have went to the Stealth Rock to set him up there. We do reveal the Bug Buzz, what we want to do. Anytime someone protects, I don't like going back to the same move. That's what people assume you're going to do, so I'm going to go to the Sticky Web right now. We are faster, so we're going to outspeed, get the Sticky Web down. What is Azelf going to do to us? Psyshock. Interesting. Okay, that's all right. We got our Sticky Web down. We know that we are faster. That will break our Focus Sash. Is the 1-, but we can go back to the Bug Buzz. Azelf does not protect. He's going to take the Bug Buzz. Bad defenses. We got good special attack. Get him down to a Focus Sash. That is the obvious item of choice. Psyshock probably coming back. It is. And that, my friends, is going to be a dead Galvantula. The question is, what do I bring in now? I don't think I have any priority move users. I do. I have Dragonite. We're going to bring in Dragonite and go for Extreme Speed. And, of course, we have to go for the Extreme Speed. We can't stay in and mess around. Azelf does protect. The good news is nothing on his team resists normal-type moves or is immune to it. He has Fire, Water, Grass, Fairy, Psychic, and Dark. So I'm safe just going for another Extreme Speed. I got no problem with that. He does not switch, knowing he doesn't have a resist or immunity, and it's usually not a good idea to hard switch into a Dragonite if you do not resist the attack that it's using. So the Azelf goes down. What comes in now? We have our multi-scale intact, which is very important. No entry hazards on our side of the field. We have Sticky Web on my opponent's side of the field. And we are jolly. We have max physical attack. Flower Power comes in. And, of course, Flower Power, great matchup. I should have seen that coming. I don't know why I didn't assume that. What do we bring in against a Fairy-type Pokemon? What should we go into? Let's go into Typhlosion. At the very least, we will resist the Moonblast if he goes that direction. Oh, it's just a Toxic. Okay. I thought about going into my... I thought about going to my Forretress. I guess that would have been the better move. Or Roserade would have been good too. The Eruption seems like the best choice right now. We are choice spexed. But then again, Florges could protect, and that would wear our HP down, reducing the attack power of Eruption. I'm going to go Focus Blast, just in case he goes into the Hydreigon. Please be the Hydreigon. That'd be so awesome. Oh, it brings out Infernape. Okay, that's fine, too. If we connect with the Focus Blast, that's going to do a lot of damage. And the Sticky Web is out, too, so we should outspeed the Typhlosion as well. Focus Blast does connect. That will be a 2-hit KO, will be a 1-hit. It will be We Are Choice Specs. That is a high special attack. Typhlosion never does anything for me, but it notches a KO there. And we go up 6-4 in the battle. Not a bad start. I'm sorry. 5-4. 5-4. We don't have a Galvantula. The Feraligatr comes in, and the problem I'm seeing right here is I don't want Feraligatr to set up. Oh, you know what? This Feraligatr wants to Aqua Jet. I'm going into Roserade. Forget that. We're going to resist the Aqua Jet. Don't know if it would have KO'd, but I didn't want to risk it. And I don't have to, because the water move is just so obvious. Oh, wow. Okay, so Feraligatr is going to go for the Swords Dance. The good news is we are going to outspeed, I think, as a result of the Sticky Web, which is down. And the only priority is Aqua Jet. And we do have Sleep Powder, so we're going to use that. Sleep Powder luckily does not miss, and that is a sleeping. Could be the Lumberry. Could be the Lumberry. Feraligatr does not have the Lumberry. Will remain asleep. And that means we can go straight to Giga Drain. Welcome to the stream, Blaster Gaming. Thank you so much for stopping in. Feraligatr going out, going into Chestnut. Good switch in. Of course, we can't go for the Poison type because of Bulletproof. So this is actually a very, very hard check for us. Surprised he didn't go straight into the Chestnut, honestly. Because Chestnut really does shut down Roserade in every aspect. The fighting type move, the question is, what can Chestnut do to us, though? Not much, I don't think. I'm going to go back into Typhlosion right now. Spiky Shield fails. I don't think you can go back to that now since you used it once. I don't know how this works. Can I use a fire type move against Chestnut, or is that a bad idea? I know I can't use a poison type move. Thank you, TNT Terry. I appreciate the kind words. I guess I'll just go for Focus Blast. I don't know. I can't remember. I never learned how Bulletproof works. All I know about Bulletproof is that you cannot use poison type moves. I don't know if it applies to his other weaknesses. Yeah, I'm going to go Focus Blast. Oh, he withdraws anyway, so not bad. Will it be the Hydreigon? It is the Hydreigon! Connect! It does connect. Super effective choice specs. That is a dead Hydreigon. You know it. Oh my god, he has a Focus Sash. That is crazy. 2 Focus Sashes, 1 team. This guy is crazy that I am playing against right now. Can't let him go for the Roost on the switch. I'm going to stay with the Focus Blast. And we do outspeed. So, and we do connect again. Focus Blast is putting in the work. 3 for 3 on the Focus Blast. 70% accuracy. Not bad. Focus Sash, Hydreigon. How about that? Very interesting. That is a bummer. That is a bummer. I'm thinking Chestnut comes back in and goes for a Spiky Shield. Owen says, good game. I think he might forfeit. And that would be okay. If he doesn't want to hang around, I'm not going to begrudge him for that, of course. But in the meantime, Feraligatr does come out sleeping. I'm going to go for another Focus Blast. We're choice specs. Feraligatr, middling defenses, 120 base power, unstabbed attack. Finally, it misses. The Feraligatr wakes up, goes straight for the waterfall. That, my friends, is a dead Typhlosion. But I usually don't get any KOs with Typhlosion. He got 2 in this battle. Happy with that. It's a critical hit. It's a critical hit. Feraligatr, critical hit with the waterfall. I think it mattered. What do you guys think? I think it mattered. Typhlosion, half HP, critical hit from a Strab waterfall. Probably mattered. In the meantime, Let's go into Dragonite. Why not? Why wouldn't we? Dragonite seems like the best option right now. My opponent, of course, still has the Florges. That's the one thing. That is the one thing. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm going Fire Punch. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I thought we might be able to catch the Ice Fang. That's going to activate our weakness policy. Super effective. Weakness policy goes off. That means we have +2 attack and special attack. And some Life Orb damage too on the Feraligatr. Now at +2 attack, I think that Earthquake will be enough to take out the Feraligatr. I can't go for Outrage because he still has the Florges. Cannot afford to lock myself into that. I was anticipating to switch back into the Florges Fire All. That's why I went for the Fire Punch. But that worked out really well for us because now we're at +2 attack. The Feraligatr goes down. And we're going to find out how much a Fire Punch is going to do to Flower Power. Shout out to Senpaizelio for selecting weakness policy on the Dragonite. It did activate, and it is putting in some work in this battle. +2 Fire Punch from Dragonite on Flower Power. It burns! I've been getting so lucky with the burns from Fire Punch. So after the recoil, after the burn damage, leftover recovery. Maybe it's not going to go down. 1/8. Will it be enough? We take some toxic damage. Will the burn damage be enough to take the Florges down? Not quite. Not quite. Not quite. I guess we'll just go for extreme speed because why not? Man, the burns on the Fire Punch, those have been happening like crazy the last 2 days. I think I got like an 80% burn rate on Fire Punch. Flower Power protects, so that of course is going to activate a little bit more toxic damage. The extreme speed will not connect, but the damage from the burn is going to take Flower Power down. And my opponent now only has one Pokemon left. I can't remember what it is. I think it's the Chestnut. And we are at +2, so we can go for a bunch of moves at this point. Probably just going to go for the Outrage. He can Spiky Shield 1 turn, but Toxic is not advanced enough to take us out at this point, so we are going to be able to connect at some point. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, if you like getting free Pokemon, if you like seeing Pokemon battles, if you like my cool new background and my green screen, please follow the channel. I would very much appreciate it. It means a lot to me. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers, trying to get to that 1,000 follower barrier. Everyone counts. I'll be giving away some stuff once we get there, so please click that follow button if you have not already. Once again, as I said, the toxic damage is not enough to take us out. So after the Spiky Shield, just like we said, he was probably going to go for that. Can't go for it back-to-back. The Outrage is going to connect. +2. Chestnut, high defenses, not high enough. +2 stab Outrage from a Dragonite is going to take most things out that do not resist it or are immune to it. Thank you so much for the battle, Owen. Another slightly quickish battle, a little bit longer than the last one. We do score the smooth 3-0 victory. And Owen, thank you so much for following the channel too. I really do appreciate that.